Welcome back, folks, to Let's Play Star Trek Judgement Rites. And when last we left off, we were working through Esparos Station, trying to slowly gain control of it from the Vardane security teams, which we are stunning and incapacitating rather than killing. We're also trying to collect evidence of the fact that Bredell is planning to basically wipe out the Federation, while also trying to free the Enterprise, and win over the security teams, and stop the superweapon. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff we need to do. We are far from done here, but we're making progress. Let's go have a look in the executive quarters. Sun phases at the ready. There's no one in here. But at least it's reassuring.
McCoy wonders if there is a medical doctor aboard this facility.
Doesn't seem like it so far.
Mr. Spock eyes the instrument on the rear wall with interest.
Let's have a talk with them.
Well, Bones, do you have any ideas?
I'm not a religious man, Jim, but a few prayers couldn't hurt us right now.
He's really confident.
Spock?
We should attempt to gather evidence that Dr. Bredell is...
He's just repeating stuff there. Let's have a look.
A large potted plant is hanging from the wall.
Somebody has a green thumb here.
Indeed.
You mean to tell me there are Verdane who are interested in something other than eugenics or military conquest?
Bakadashim was proof of that. Unfortunately, it cost him much.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, we might as well scan it, see what it is.
A Malboralian desert creeper. They require little water and can go months in between watering. This is quite a robust example, Captain.
Oh. Fair enough. What is this?
An atmospheric purifier. It is capable of removing contaminants from large quantities of air or water in less than a second. It carries the brand of the Save a Ship Manufacturing Corporation.
Oh.
Now, why would you need an atmosphere purifier on a space station? The filters should be built into the life support system.
Good question.
I suspect it could help someone with extreme allergies.
Like the man on the bridge.
A comfortable pseudo-leather chair.
Looks comfortable.
Library monitors. These data screens provide information and entertainment for board executives. This is a wall cabinet.
What is in the wall cabinet? Nothing that we apparently need to look at. Let's look at the chair.
You may find this fascinating, Doctor. The chair has an antibacterial system built into it.
Oh! What about this?
The database contains common entertainment and informational programs. There is no link to any of Bredell's other files.
Fair enough. What about this one?
Nothing unusual about that object, Captain.
Anything interesting here?
The paper is Alterian in origin, Captain, which is not unexpected, given that Alterian transporters service this station.
That is true. I didn't know that, but that is true. What about this?
The food synthesizer is working perfectly, Captain.
Fair enough. What about the beds? Anything about the beds, Spock?
Nothing unusual about that.
What about this thing up here? What about that, Spock? Scan everything!
A standard Hydo 3 color monitor, Captain.
Fair enough. We might want that purifier. Let's scan the purifier, actually.
Nothing unusual about...
We're gonna get it. We're gonna take that with us. I don't know how we fit it anywhere.
The filter is bulky but portable.
That is handy, because we do most certainly need that. We most certainly need that. Take it we're not going to use the beds or anything else. I don't think there's anything else we really want to look at here.
A bed.
Well, at least the computer's pretty descriptive about it.
A selection of bound technical printouts. One of the technicians really loves his work.
Let's leave. I don't think there's anything more we need to do here. At all. There are a fair few things that we can do in these particular areas. What else do we have to look at?
This door is labeled crew quarters.
We could go in there. We do eventually need to
Save new
have a
room.
look in every single area, and I imagine there may be some crew asleep. Or awake. More worried if they're awake.
Rather cramped living quarters. Only a small step up from Klingon ships.
These are not that cramped.
No wonder the Klingons have such a bad temper.
I mean, this is a big place.
We'd better be quiet. There's a gentleman on the bed who might quarrel with us if we wake him up.
Indeed.
A Vardane guard, currently asleep. Dr. McCoy, more subdued than usual.
And again, we do have to sort of be quiet.
A stoic and silent Mr. Spock.
There's a target there.
A target for laser firing practice. A small shifting holographic bullseye is certain to challenge even the most skilled marksman.
Now, we need to deal with this, this guard here. I imagine he's a guard more than a crew member. There's one way we could do that. We could get McCoy to do something.
He looks sick, Jim.
Does he? Well, why don't we use some, Oh.
Jim, let's save the med kit for a real emergency.
Okay. Let's use the medkit on him to, see if we can make him feel better.
This will keep him unconscious. I can't cure him with a med kit. His infection is not easily treatable.
Oh dear. But he most certainly is unconscious, which is, going to be pretty useful. There are, however, these here.
Practice dummies for martial arts.
Oh! Well, I suppose now that, he's going to remain asleep, we should talk to our, fellow crew members.
I thought that our quarters in the Enterprise were cramped.
Well, I suppose this is for multiple people, so...
I wonder if there's anything here we can use.
That is an ominous piece of foreshadowing for look at the dummies.
You get no response.
Not surprisingly, we will grab them, though.
The dummies are not easy to carry, but you manage.
How do we manage? I mean, we have them in our inventory. How are we managing? Like, how are we actually managing on this? Also, I think we can scan them in our inventory, which is quite handy. Let's scan them in our inventory.
Nothing unusual about that object, Captain.
Fair enough. There's nothing unusual at all. That's, not so bad. Let's, have a look. There is a few other things we need to do. I think there is one more room here.
This door is labeled Special Projects
I
Room.
don't think we want to go in there just yet.
This door is labeled Is Bredell.
We really don't want to go in there just yet.
This door,
So there's actually not many doors left.
the wall looks very solid.
It probably is.
There is a numeric entry code next to Bredell's door.
We're gonna need that code, I think. There is somewhere we could go to, and that's the transporter room. The transporter room is actually one of the first rooms in this place where you can just die.
Save new game.
You can just die in here, and I'm gonna show you how.
This door is labeled.
It's this one, I think.
This door is labeled Transporter Room.
Yep, you can just die here, and I will show you.
Jim, what's that smell?
Oh dear.
Wanaka gas, a knockout gas with an extremely long effect.
Gotta be very careful.
We have mere seconds to neutralize it or get out of here.
Now we can either neutralize it or get out of here. We'll just stay here for now. It's been too long. And that happens.
Enterprise.
Now, we've already seen all this before, and we'll see it every time we lose, just to remind you of your failure.
My God.
Kirk is just remarking there at how I failed miserably.
Captain's log's up.
Now, what we need to do is, we need
May I
to...
respectfully remind the captain that we haven't accomplished our mission, sir.
Yeah, I accidentally pressed O there, because in the actual point-and-click aspect, that's how you get to the options. Here it's K. Right. We're not going to do what we just did there and let Earth be absolutely destroyed along with almost everything else. You saw there the Alexander managed to survive somehow. Right, we have a way to deal with this.
This door is.
We have a purifier, if you remember. That might help.
Jim, what's that smell?
Indeed.
Wanaka gas, a knockout gas with an extremely long effect.
Gotta be careful.
We have mere seconds to neutralize it or get out of here.
Fortunately, we have a purifier. That should do the trick. That's more than a few seconds, Kirk.
The air is being purified almost immediately. Ah, good old starbase filtered air. So dry it makes me want to drink a glass of water every 5 minutes.
At least you're not knocked out.
I'm sure we can transport you into water if you really want some.
No thanks.
Damn transporters. If man were meant to fly around the universe, God would have allowed him to disassemble his own molecules.
McCoy does not like transporters. He will repeatedly state that he does not like transporters. Now we can actually be in this room.
Dr. McCoy. For a doctor, he has very little patience. Mr. Spock. He won't admit it, but he's uncertain of their success.
Let's have a conversation, shall we?
Let's go home, Jim. Finish that fight from the ship.
Bad plan.
That's not possible. The job has to be finished from here.
Basically saying, yeah, we have to stay here.
I know. I just wish I was aboard the Enterprise right now.
Well, I think they all do.
Well, Spock, what do you suggest?
We should attempt to. We need to.
He's just going to say the same stuff. But here is the transporter controls.
Transporter control.
And there are the transporters.
Transporter path.
Also, that low hum of the purifier is going to be in this room the whole time we're here. We could use the scanner on this, see what happens.
No anomalous readings, Captain.
Fair enough. Probably no anomalous readings here either.
No anomalous readings, Captain.
We could actually just use the transporters. That is a pretty terrible idea. Because if we use the transporters, where are we going to transport to?
Previous game.
Where are we going to transport to? We could use them. I suppose.
We need someone to work the controls first.
Probably.
No, I don't think that's necessary.
No, let's, Oh, by the way, we haven't done this yet. We haven't tried to use the phasers on, our own crew members, but, we'll save before we do that, because I might actually lower your score. Alright, let's, try and phase McCoy.
Jim, we may need the transporter. Let's not start firing phasers and hit something we'll regret.
I was actually aiming for you, not,
Like the transporter.
Yes.
Actually, I was thinking about me.
Oh, fair enough.
Jim, we may need the transporter. Let's not start firing phasers.
Like the transporter.
Actually, I was thinking about me.
Oh, so generally we can't fire at all in this room. So to, show this off, we're gonna actually have to go into the other room. There we go. I remember the dialogue options in the previous game where you started using the phasers on your own away team.
Captain, they might track us by phaser discharges. I strongly recommend against using them unless absolutely necessary.
Oh, they planned for that. They won't have planned for that on every mission, though. Right, we need Spock to use the controls here.
Captain, all areas of the ship except Bredell's quarters are accessible by transport. We have access without transport to all areas except security.
Unfortunately, they'll be able to draw a bead on us the moment we start transporting, and will be able to blow us away the moment we materialize. We need a distraction.
We do need a distraction. That is a good question. What do we have that could possibly distract them? Oh yeah. We have something that will most certainly distract them, don't we? Haha, dummies.
We are ready to transport the dummies, Captain. That should prove an adequate distraction for us to get into security.
It should provide an adequate distraction. Most certainly.
At least we have a chance now.
We do.
Captain, all areas of the ship except Bredell's quarters are accessible by transport. We have access without transport to all areas except security.
Yeah, because I think security's
The
locked.
dummies should provide a convincing decoy during transport and give us the edge we need.
They should.
Set transport coordinates for security.
We could.
Let's transport later. Set transport coordinates for security.
We might as well get to doing this. We most certainly need to basically get into security and gain control. The dummy should certainly help. Should certainly help. I'm ready to use the phasers if we need to. We haven't actually killed a single person yet. There are the dummies. There are probably... Yep, there are 3 people. Well done. Well done.
Damn it, I'm a doctor, not a target.
Oh, you're a target, pretty much. You're a target. The dummies did their work.
One of the martial arts dummies.
Now this should be the head of security here.
From his insignia, this Vardane has the highest ranking.
Let's talk to him, shall we?
I give you credit, Arthur. You show extraordinary guile. Well played, Captain.
Thank you.
I'm not playing games. I'm trying to prevent Bredell from destroying the Federation.
That's a decent option.
What's your name, mister?
That's also a pretty decent option, but I think we need to just get straight to the point.
You're not so bad yourself. What are you doing, lowering yourself by working for a lunatic like Bredell?
No, that's a bad plan. We're not going to do that one.
I'm not playing games. I'm trying to prevent Bredell from destroying the Federation.
Yep, no games being played here, except this one, by me. Don't look at me like that, Kirk. I'm allowed to break the fourth wall.
I trust you have evidence to back this claim.
Do we?
If I presented evidence, would you help me stop?
Oh yeah, we have our tricorder, don't we? We linked it to the computer. Oh, that's what we could do.
Is there any reason why I should?
Probably?
Do you want to see 100 billion people die? Do you want to see the survivors of the Federation destroy Vardane?
That's a good question.
Not particularly. And Bredell has not treated us with the honor that the soldier class of Vardane demands. If this action threatens Vardane, our class code demands that we help you.
That's handy.
I'll try to provide that evidence.
I can't stop you right now. If you return here and present evidence of your claim, I will look at it. Until you can prove your claim, Kirk, my men will hunt you down like animals.
Well, at least he's pretty direct in the terms of this. But we have the evidence already, which is handy, because we linked our tricorders up to it. This should help.
I have copies of Bredell's files taken from the main computer. I believe you will find them to be authentic and of extreme interest.
Ah, yes.
The date on these files in the security code is from before you boarded. It appears you were telling the truth. This action will have consequences that are not in the best interest of the Vardane. I have no choice but to help you.
Fair enough. Security team's on our side now. Excellent.
How goes the revolution, Captain?
Interesting way of putting it. Now, there are computers around here.
This console controls communications tracking.
That's one we need to disable.
This seems pointless.
That's not what I was trying to click.
This console controls force fields in special projects room.
We want to disable both of these. Well, I suppose you could use the tricorder on them first. Let's have a look.
Nothing unusual about that object, Captain.
Well, suppose we could have a look and talk with Kirk and Spock first. Well, we could look at Kirk.
Jim Kirk hopes he can find a way out of this.
Haven't been looking at Kirk in every single one of these rooms. My mistake.
McCoy enjoyed being unconscious more than he's enjoying the present moment.
Not surprising.
Mr. Spock looks at the situation and wonders how they can possibly survive.
We'll figure it out. The odds aren't that low after all.
Damn it, I'm a doctor, not a target.
Indeed.
These security personnel have a reputation for effectiveness, Captain. I would not underestimate them.
Oh, we're not.
Welcome to security, Captain Kirk.
You seem very happy to have us here.
Welcome to security, Captain Kirk.
You're an exact clone of the other guy, but we're now going to sabotage those computers. I'm sure they'll repair them later.
I have deactivated the communications tracking systems, Captain.
Marvelous, which means we can now communicate with the Enterprise. At last, without anybody deciding to teleport onto us and try and kill us.
I have lowered the force fields in the special project room.
Well, I'm not sure I want to do that. That is something I have indeed done. Also, before we end this video, let's communicate with the Enterprise.
Captain, how is everything going?
Hey, hello, how are you, Uhura?
We seem to be safe for the moment.
Excellent.
I wish we could do more. Uhura out.
Until we're actually out of that tractor beam, there's not much more they can in fact do, but at least they now know that we're okay. So, when we come back, folks, we most certainly will have to go into that special projects room, and I'm sure nothing terrible will happen there. Oh, there's gonna be something terrible in there, isn't there? Oh, yes. Something absolutely awful. By awful, I mean horrendously awful. Most likely. I mean, this guy wants to destroy the whole Federation. I mean, he's probably got something nasty in the special projects room. And we're going to inevitably have to deal with it. And unfortunately, this game seems to suffer, to a lesser degree admittedly, to the snipping off at the end and the beginning of videos, as Lands of Lore does. Fortunately, this is the only instance so far where this seems to have happened, and only very, very slightly at the end, but I will most certainly be more vigilant about the start and end of videos from now on. So, I shall catch you next time, folks, and I'll see you then. Later.